Hello YouTube and hello everybody else. Today I wanted to hi London. Hi, I wanted to talk about my music taste. While we have London. Oop. Oh goodness. Did I get you? There you go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is not gonna go well. But London is such a chonk that she wants to be on my lap, even on the new chair I have. I love you too. And I want to talk about my music taste. This will not be edited out. This is all genuine. My first time listening to music was when my dad's been a music person when he was alive and I was a baby and everything. And then growing up, listening to like old classic rock and like some alternative rock. My dad's into that. My dad was into that until after, when I was in junior high school, I was in 6th grade and he started liking Akon of all musicians. He wanted something different. That's when the song "Smack That, Get on the Floor, Smack That, Give Me Some More." Yeah, that song. My dad. And then also with my sister, I listened to pop music at the time. There was Pink, there was Avril Lavigne, there's Maroon 5. Even though my sister didn't care for Maroon 5 or 5 for Fighting, I was into that. And through my junior high school years, as a closeted furry at the time, I liked the Gorillaz. Like, my very first album I've listened to was Demon Days. Never got into the lore until I watched a few videos about it. Ain't that right, London? And usually I would get like told, no, they're not real. This was before Hatsune Miku, okay? Way before Hatsune Miku. Hi, London. And like, I've got into so many genres of music. One of them was Sti. I forgot what it's the song that goes Manu. I was getting into the internet songs here and there. And I remember like when my dad would like have the computer. This was before computers were like all gamers, things like that. Like, my dad was into so much music, he would make playlists and CDs to listen to through the car rides and everything. This was before my niece was born and everything. And to be for real, when I was in high school, I discovered DJ Searle. Like, when he has the song Pretty Rave Girl. I was listening to someone else's Zoom. I asked to borrow it. I did give it back. But like, I heard that song and it's like, oh my gosh. Wow. It got me through. And that's when I realized years and years later that, I've discovered so many songs by Searle. Searle's been one of my most favorite. But when I was in high school, before I got on the internet and Wi-Fi's just starting out, well, I was into Lady Gaga, hence having a persona at the time named Lady Alt. Even though I always been closeted queer most of my life. I'm non-binary now, as you can tell. The hair, things like that. Lennon, you're gonna have to get down, okay? Oh, you're just enjoying those chest rubs. I love you. People would be like, ew, girl, stop kissing your dog. It's an endearment type of kisses. No. Ugh. I don't like it when she sticks her tongue in my mouth. It's like, no. I mean, on the lips is one thing, but clearly disgusting shit going on like that, I don't go for that shit. Kisses? See what I mean? And like, she wants to cuddle while I make this video. This is going to be unedited. And Searle, let's go back to the Searle part. I was into Lady Gaga for a while. that's when she started out with the Fame album, then Telephone and things like that. Albums like that. And most of the time, after high school, and I moved into a studio apartment, I realized that's what it's called because there's only one room that's a living room / bedroom / computer room. And then a couple rooms over, both carpeted kitchen and bathroom. That's like the worst. I was appreciative of that at the time, but until I met Larry, Larry had brought cockroaches, and that's when we had a cockroach infestation, and it's like, not gonna deal with that now. I never liked, I don't know how he got those cockroaches in that apartment, but like, hi. But like, anyways, back to the music. Started to listen to Searle, and he brought so many one song albums, MTC, what was those? Pika Girl. Everybody remembered that one. Pika Girl. Pretty Rave Girl. That's the first I listened, and it's like, oh, I'm connected. And Searle was my most favorite for a long time until I started digging into other music through online, through what I grew up with. I have a Spotify that's over 2,000 songs. You'll have to put it on on shuffle for it because it's got some albums. Lady Gaga, Evanescence, Panic at the Disco. You gotta shuffle it. I'll probably like, oh no, baby. You enjoying this, huh? I love you. I love you. But like, yeah, I got into music for a very long time. I have a huge ass fucking, and then I have a playlist for Searle and other, what is it called? Like EDM, electronic dance music. I got other electronic dance music songs in that specific part of Spotify. I got quite a few. One of them was made in 2020, which I cringe, but at the same time, you know, love songs between Listus and Amari. And then I have a couple other albums. I did like the my glasses. Did like the cannabis related, drug related music. That's also included in Searle. And it's like, wow, I am into the dancing. I love dancing. It's just, people be like, what the fuck? I freestyle. And that's one of the main things I did when I had a TikTok. So, but other than that, what other albums did I grow up with? Man for Man's Earth Band. That's got Blinded by the Light, which that song, it makes no sense at all. I tried looking up the lyrics. Ow! You're on my leg. I'm going to put you down, okay? Oop! You okay? Flip your ear. But yeah, let's get back to, well, it's mostly like an awesome childhood music, really. Sorry. But yeah, like, I've grown up with music. More of a music person than a movie or cartoon watching person. The only cartoons I would, and anime. I love anime too, but at the same time, I've been under a rock over all these animes until I got Shonen Jump magazine when it was a thing. Other than that, you know, I've also listened to Japanese artists, also some Korean pop, K-pop, J-pop, K-pop, not a whole bunch of it though, but there was this one song called Hands by Inflow that's like mesmerizing. It's like a little bit of English and Japanese put together, and there's a rap music really, and I was like, My goodness. This is bopping. But anyways, I'm not sure what other... Nickelback was another one. That's the most... Apparently it's the most hated bands or music groups. I don't get the hate. Like, I guess he's a little too over-sexual, rapey, things like that, like, in his songs. That's what I'm guessing why people don't like Nickelback. I need a Nickelback with my Nickelback CD. Oh, goodness. But anyways, other ones, Panic at the Disco, there's this one album that's got... What are you eating? What are you eating? But like... Alright, Sin's Not Tragedy. And there's a song before that that puts in so well through the song. Before I had my Spotify thing. Oh boy. Anyways, well, I know that my boss just texted me. I don't think I'm going to be able to go. I don't think I'm going to be able to go. I know it's like more money, but I had plans. But anyways, Panic at the Disco had something like that. And then there's 2 songs. Knocking on Heaven's Door and I Shot the Sheriff. Actually, it's the other way around. I Shot the Sheriff and Knocking on Heaven's Door by Eric Clapton. I know one of them's a cover for Bob Marley or whoever. But I put those together like as a story, a little lore of that story. Like, Eric Clapton, well, he was like shot the sheriff in the song. And my goodness. And then he has regrets after shooting the sheriff. He wants to go to his mom and like, I'm sorry I did this. Take my gun away. Blah, blah, blah. You know. Those 2 songs go right well together when it comes to like storyline kind of situation. And I know I got quite a few lores or something. And yeah, sorry for the size, but I guess I gotta go. Thank you all for coming by. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment what you like in your music taste. My music taste is just random shit that I love. So I'll be seeing you later. God bless. Let blessings come your way.